Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Green Lantern New Guardians issue number 2. Take a look at this comic cover right here. Now, where we last left off on issue number 1, Kyle Rayner is flying around and doing the good deeds of the Green Lantern on Earth. Helping people, saving people, doing stuff like that, and cracking wisecrack jokes. We also got a little recap of his origin, slightly adjusted for the DCNU. Now, while he's going around and he's helping out people, all these random rings start showing up around him. All of them from the different Lantern Corps. With the exception of the white and the black Lantern rings, which, belong only to zombies and resurrected people. But anyways, all these different Lantern rings from all these different Lantern Corps are showing up around him. And a member from each corps is following these rings and finds that these rings are circulating Kyle Rayner. And they are not too happy that these rings are with him. Now we pick up on issue 2. They're still not happy these rings are with him. Several of them attack him. The Red Lanterns, the Sinestros, and even the Star Sapphires. Kyle Rayner tries the best he can to defend himself, and the only person that's willing to help him out is the Blue Lantern Corps. Kyle comes to the conclusion that this isn't something he can handle on his own, so he thinks that he should go to Oa and talk to the Guardians. However, the Guardians aren't quite acting as nice as they should. Although, when have the Guardians ever acted nice? Anyways, he goes to Oa and, well, something happens. I don't want to reveal what, but something happens. So, let's get into the good, the bad, and whether or not you should get it. Good. This was a improvement over issue number 1 in that more stuff happens. The story progresses a bit more. Kyle Rayner was portrayed nicely in the first issue, but he's portrayed just as good here, if not better. It has a good twist ending. There's some good action scenes, and we're clearly establishing where the 3 Green Lantern titles are going to be, which I'm going to discuss a little bit towards the end, because I picked up issue 1 and 2 of everything from the Green Lantern comics except for Red Lanterns, which I probably won't pick up. As much as I like the Red Lantern Corps, why do they have their own comic? Anyways, so that's the good. And the ending, the twist ending at the end, although predictable when you look back on it, it's enough for me to want to pick up issue number 3 to see where it goes. Bad. The only bad is that this is going to sound kind of funny, but there's a lot of fighting, a lot of action, and it makes the comic go so fast and paced that I didn't get really enough time to enjoy it and sit down and be like, I'm like, whoa, this is happening, whoa, we're at the end. So maybe it was actually too fast of a pace of a comic, which can happen sometimes. And like I said, the ending, while good, if you look back on it, it's kind of predictable when you think about it. But on a whole, whether or not you should get it. Green Lantern New Guardians was a very nice, good, solid issue. Like I said, this is really settling down to find its place in the DC universe with the Green Lantern titles. When you look at the whole entire DC universe with the 52, they're broken up in categories. You have Superman, the Batman comics, the Justice League comics, the Green Lantern comics, Young Justice, The Dark, and On the Edge. And each comic has different themes to them, and delivers something different from each category. Let's just take like Batman. You have Batman, which is a very traditional superhero comic. You have Detective, which is a detective-based Batman comic. You have Batman Robin, which is a dynamic duo comic. You have Birds of Prey, which is a team-up Batman comic. You have Batwoman, which is a little bit more supernatural, kind of dark detective-like comic. So you have all these comics that have their own little different feeling to them. Green Lantern, for a while, I didn't really know what direction they were going with their comics. What I've come to realize is this. Green Lantern is going to be more about Hal and Sinestro on Earth, more of a traditional superhero Green Lantern comic. Green Lantern Corps is going to be dealing with more of the Green Lantern Corps on the whole and the threats to them, and then Green Lantern New Guardians, at least for the foreseeable future, is going to be dealing with Kyle Rayner interacting with the other Lantern Corps. How successful this formula is going to work is a little up in the air, because I talked to my comic book guy about this, and while I do like this strategy, when it comes down to Green Lantern Corps, really, where do you go after the Blackest Night? What can be more of a threat than Black Lantern zombies going around trying to eat you? eat you. You can have ninja katana wielding, willpower resistant individuals, but again, zombie Black Lanterns eating you. But at least there is a formula being addressed here. And although we have this a whole slew of casts, it's definitely Kyle Rayner who is the star. And they're really, what I like in this, and definitely towards the end, is they're showcasing Kyle Rayner to be a major force in the DC Universe. You gotta understand, when Hal blew everything up, Kyle Rayner was the chosen one, the one true Green Lantern. Although Hal Jordan's my favorite Green Lantern, and although I kind of have it in my head that he's probably pound for pound the most powerful in terms of will, if any Green Lantern has a destiny, it's Kyle. He is the chosen one. He is the one that was given the ring. He is uncorruptible. He's never been corrupted like Hal. He is Kyle. He is the Green Lantern. So I like that. The only problem I have is don't call it Green Lantern New Guardian. How about Green Lantern Emerald Knight? I know they did Emerald Knights before, but something to make it Kyle focused. But good solid issue. A very good solid issue. If you enjoyed issue number 1, you're going to enjoy issue number 2. And it was better than Green Lantern Corps, which Green Lantern Corps was an okay comic, but it was just there. But with that said, yes, Green Lantern New Guardians, pick it up, enjoy it. It is a fun ride. And that's the key term for this, is fun. I don't think they're trying to be epic or over the top, just fun. That's how I'm going to end this review here. Solid 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah, I think that's fair. This is Andrew saying peace out for now.